This is big. The Red Sox officially won their first series of the season today, a day before their home opener at Fenway Park. And the lineup is finally starting to hit. Welcome into this edition of the Red Sox Rundown. Let's celebrate, because we got a lot to celebrate. Garrett Crochet extension, Kristian Campbell extension. They finally won their first series of the season. The lineup is starting to hit. So celebrate the first series win with me by liking today's video. Everyone that watches this video should like the video because we all want to celebrate the Red Sox winning their first series of the season. I'm going to take you through everything you need to know from the past 2 days. Did not do a video yesterday because we were covering the Kristian Campbell extension. So I'm going to take you through everything you need to know from the past few days, but make sure you like the video. All right, first things first, we're going to talk about Tanner Houck. He started today. It was sloppy. It was a sloppy outing, and I know there's a lot of worries surrounding Tanner Houck. Really bad second half of the season last year, really bad spring training, and the first start was not to be desired, and today he had another very up and down outing yet again. He only went 4 innings. The third inning in particular was very, very sloppy. They did score some runs, but he did get out of it kind of clean, though, so that's why this outing is so up and down. Like, he gave up multiple runs. He only lasted 4 innings. The command was not fully there, but he still showed composure and didn't completely fold. My take on this entire thing is this. I'm still a Tanner Houck truther. I want Tanner Houck to be the guy. I want Tanner Houck to be the number 2 starter on this team. I want Tanner Houck to be a 1-2 punch with Garrett Crochet that is feared all throughout baseball. But you got to figure it out soon, though. Like I said, was the first half of last season an anomaly? That's, I think, the biggest question, because the first half of last season, Andrew Bailey came in. They had a whole new system that they ran in terms of what they were throwing, mostly off speed, no fastballs. And that came and shell-shocked all of Major League Baseball. No one was ready for that. So therefore, Tanner Houck, someone that succeeds with those pitches, looked like a certifiable Cy Young candidate. Well, when people started getting the film, and then in the second half of the season, they started to figure him out. So he needs to figure it out. Is this going to be a 1/2 of a season fluke, or is it going to be something that he continues to replicate? I think he'll continue to replicate it, hopefully, but through 2 outings, it's been pretty sloppy. Alex Bregman went yard today. That was awesome. Literally, it was either Lou or OB said something to the effect of, oh, he could go yard here. And literally that pitch, he went yard. It was something of absolute dreams watching Bregman go yard for the first time, seeing that he's finally starting to catch up to the pitching. And this all goes into kind of the biggest storyline of the day, is that the lineup in general is just starting to produce. Trevor Story hit a home run yesterday. We got a few more home runs today. And I cannot wait to see Alex Bregman hit at Fenway. We talked about this in the offseason before he was signed. He's going to absolutely mash at Fenway because that's the history that we have. His stats at Fenway are nothing short of incredible. I think only one other player in Major League history has better stats. I forget off the top of my head who that is, but he's like a Hall of Famer. He's hit .375, 7 home runs, 15 RBIs, an OPS of 1.240 at Fenway, and we saw it in spring training. He's going to demolish the Green Monster in left field. Bregman made his money in Houston with the Crawford boxes in left field. Well, you've got kind of the same thing in Boston, except it's a tall wall in left field that's relatively close. He had a double today as well. I think we're going to see a lot of those. He's just going to ping him right off the Green Monster, and then he's going to hit a bunch of balls onto Lansdowne Street. I cannot wait to see Alex Bregman absolutely mash at Fenway. It's going to be a sight to behold. And when you play 81 games at that stadium every year, it's going to be something special. So hats off to Alex Bregman. He had a really, really solid day at the plate, and that's really great to see. Kristian Campbell, day after he signs his extension, continues to rake. He had another home run today. I believe he's tied for most on the team with 2. Willier also has 2. He mashed in Baltimore. just this entire series. 12 at-bats, 4 hits, 3 RBIs, 2 walks, and a K. I've said this time and time again. He looks like a Major League vet already. And this 1-2 punch of Wilyer, Abreu, Kristian Campbell is great. It's great. We've seen, because Wilyer has been the most consistent hitter on the team so far. You've got him constantly getting on base, and then you've got Campbell getting on base or even hitting home runs and scoring him right after. This 1-2 punch, I didn't know would be as good as it was. I think if we were to guess at the beginning of the season, we would have been talking about Bregman. We would have been talking about Casas. We would have been talking about Devers and Story, but no. The best 1-2 punch on the Red Sox so far is Wilyer, Abreu, and Kristian Campbell, and I'm absolutely eating it up. If you're excited about Campbell's play so far, I don't know how you can't be. He's by far the front runner to win Rookie of the Year. Now, it's only been 2 series. It's a very small sample size. A lot can happen between now and then, but he's burst onto the scene, I think, with better results than anyone expected him to have to start the season, because he did not look good in spring training at all. If you're excited about his play, like the video, show him some love. I know for a fact that his dad consumes some of our content. I know that for a fact. He has liked and reposted some of my tweets on Twitter. I would almost guarantee you he's checking out some of our videos here at the Red Sox Rundown. So show Kristian Campbell's family that you are excited that he's playing well by liking that video. Triston Casas finally showed some life today. He had his first home run of the season in Baltimore. And this is, for me, something that I'm really happy about because he needed this bad. He really did. Everyone was talking and focusing the attention of the season on Rafael Devers, and the fact that he had a historically bad start was breaking the records you never want to break in Major League Baseball. Casas was just as bad if you looked at the stats. He was just as bad in terms of contributing. And the fact that he was finally able to settle in, get a few hits today. He didn't just have one. It was a multi-hit game today, and get his first home run deep into left center. That's the confidence that I think Casas needed heading in to their season opener at Fenway. Because I'm a big Casas guy. I think he's going to have a breakout this year, and I am just very, very happy that he did it. Garrett Crochet. So this didn't happen today. This happened yesterday, but we didn't get to talk about it in a long form. He earned his extension last night. He threw an absolute gem when the Red Sox needed it most. 8 innings, which is the most of his career in a game. He allowed 4 hits, no runs, 8 shutout innings, 1 walk, and 8 Ks. So, like I just mentioned, it's the longest he's gone in a game. He went over 100 pitches. Cora said, we are going to extend this guy. We're going to see what he's got. And this was ace-level stuff from Garrett Crochet. The Red Sox, they won opening day, and then they lost 4 straight. So you needed your ace to show up and literally carry the team in a backpack to get a win. That's what an ace does. And that's what Garrett Crochet did last night. He showed that he has the stuff. He has the willpower to go out there and carry you to a win. The Red Sox only scored 3 runs last night, which is good, but you'd like more run support, and he shut them down. Crochet said, I'm going to do everything in my power to get you the win. A day after he signed his extension, he earned it. All right, last thing to talk about, and then we're going to get to some injury news. The nightmare is over. The long nightmare is over. Rafael Devers finally was hitting the baseball in Baltimore, and damn, did it feel good to see him make some contact. In 13 at-bats, he got 3 hits. He had a multi-hit game today, 1 RBI. He walked 3 times, and he only struck out 4 times. Look, we knew he'd figure it out eventually. He's a top 25, top 30 player in all of Major League Baseball. And now he's getting paid to do what he does best, which is hit. Now that he is getting game reps, now that he is getting more time, he is starting to figure it out. He needed to, though. Because it was bad. It was bad. It looked bad. He was the laughingstock of Major League Baseball. Rightfully so. He did not look good at the plate. But honestly, his approach at the plate hasn't been that bad. And he walked, like I said, 3 times in that series. He walked multiple times in Texas. It was just his timing. It wasn't that he was swinging at bad pitches. He just wasn't catching up to the ones in the zone. And now he is. So everyone just needs to take a deep breath. Rafi's starting to come around. The rest of the lineup is starting to come around. I think the fact that the lineup has been the weakest piece of this so far when the defense has been spectacular. They've turned the most double plays in baseball so far, which if you told us that last year, we would have said, you are freaking crazy. The bullpen has been absolutely locked down except for one game. And the rotation, while a little bit ugly, has been good. So the fact that your lineup has been the biggest issue, which we know will come around and figure it out eventually, is a good sign. All right, before we get out of here, Cora did speak today and did actually give us substantial injury updates on Brayan Bello, Lucas Giolito, Liam Hendriks, and Masataka Yoshida. We'll go through these quick. There's not anything super serious to talk about. Brayan Bello, first one. Pitched on Tuesday. All the reports are that he felt good. He felt fine. He did get shelled. He did give up, I think, 4 runs in like 2 innings. That's not great. He will pitch again on Sunday. The expectation is he's going to need at least 2 more starts. So Sunday and then sometime that next week, he will get the 2 more starts, and then he should be up sometime mid-April. The same can be said about Lucas Giolito. He threw 3 innings on Wednesday. All reports are that he feels all right. His next start's going to be on Tuesday of next week, and like Bello, he is expected to get at least 1 more start after that. They are likely both will need 2 more rehab starts. They're not going to rush them. Dick Fitz has been fine. Sean Newcomb kind of got shelled in Texas, but he was okay. They are fine for now. The rotation is fine for now. Do not rush them. They will likely need 2 more rehab starts, and then they will be okay. Liam Hendriks has thrown out to 120 feet. He got a cortisone shot last week. All reports are that it reacted well to the injury that he had. So he's not ready for a rehab start yet, but I'm assuming he will get more time soon. I'm not worried about Hendriks. The bullpen has exceeded everyone's expectations so far, so take the time. Do not mess with the elbow that he just had Tommy John with. Do not. Take the time for it to feel better. And last but not least, Masataka Yoshida threw out to 110 feet, which has been the issue. He was raking in spring training, but they're like, but he can't throw yet. So he threw out to 110 feet, but Cora said he's not ready for a rehab start yet. I don't understand the Yoshida situation. I just don't. I did a full short on it earlier in the offseason, but it just doesn't make any sense to me. I just don't understand it. It's baffling to me. I get it. They don't have a spot for him, but they're like doing everything in their power to not be like, look, we just don't have a spot for him. Like, you know, it's just weird. He doesn't have any trade value, so I get it. You're not going to DFA him, so I get it. But it's just an unfortunate, weird situation that they're trying to navigate the best they can, I guess. But don't jinx it. Do you want the Red Sox to get healthy? Although they're starting to play better, I would still like Bello and Giolito in the rotation. I would still like Liam Hendriks in the bullpen. So if you want the Red Sox to get fully healthy, like the video, send the good vibes. Send the good vibes. Don't jinx it. Let's make sure the Sox stay healthy like today's video. That's it, guys. Thank you all so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you have not already, consider hitting that subscribe button. Daily videos, recaps, news, rumors, injury updates, all of that can be found here at the Red Sox Rundown. So if you already have subscribed also, send it to a friend. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, go Sox.